We have figured out our living situation.
I think this is it.
The city that will chew you up and spit you out alive, but somehow at the same time makes you feel like you
Belong here.
belong here. I'm Morgan.
I'm Will. And if you're new here, I'm Swedish.
I'm American.
And for the last 2 years, we've been living in Sweden where we have a house. But now we're slowly but surely doing the process of taking me over to here.
And we've spent the last 2 weeks traveling across the US, crossing our cities, seeing new states.
And trying to find a new home. It's been a rough time, but it's also been a very fun time. We have now arrived in Arizona.
Scottsdale, Arizona. Where we're going to explore the city today. I actually have a few friends who live here, so we're gonna meet up with them. We're gonna see what it's about. We're gonna see if this place could possibly be our new home. Because spoiler alert,
We haven't found it yet. However, tomorrow we head back to LA, which for a long time was your home, and it was the first home we had together. So maybe California is calling us back.
we might or might not end up back in California.
Who knows? But first,
Breakfast and coffee. We're eating breakfast in the car as I drive there because we don't have time to be sitting and eating breakfast leisurely.
I literally ate out of Matcha's bowl, and now he's wondering why I'm not allowing him to eat whatever I ate. But
Is that weird? I don't know. Let us know down below.
yeah, comment. Do you share your bowls with your dogs?
We clean it out every time he eats. It's fine.
Coffee!
Scottsdale is lovely so far. Will is a little bit on edge because I've been taking him around thrift shopping all day, but we found some great finds. Haven't filmed any of it. And now we're sitting down at dinner with a longtime friend who I haven't seen in probably 10 years at a place called Farm and Craft. Matcha got a new antler and he's obsessed. Anyway, let's hope the food's good. Good morning.
Good morning. Today's the day where we return to our first home together, Los Angeles, California.
Los Angeles, California.
Very excited.
Oh, my home. I can't wait to go back. It's so sad that I've lived away from there for so many years.
Something special with the first place where we lived together as a couple. There's so many memories, and it's like where it all started.
On the road again.
But first, coffee.
And when we say that, it means first coffee for Will. Let's just get one thing straight.
Ah.
How's the coffee?
Delicious.
We didn't mention, but today is Halloween, and we got some Halloween-looking donuts. We stopped at this place called Nami. It's a vegan bakery. Hey, excuse me. Look at these.
Oh, they look delicious.
Strawberry chocolate and maple crumble. That one has a spider web, and this one has a little gummy worm. You know when you ask somebody what they recommend, and then you're like, it's like not the thing you wanted them to say.
Yeah.
She recommended the strawberry one, so I felt like I had to get it. Oh my god.
Mmm.
Oh my god.
I see you, Nami. Are we in Phoenix now?
California agriculture.
There you go.
California.
Oh, hello. Land Power Fast Food. This looks delicious.
So dirty, but so good.
Spicy but so good. Buffalo is something you don't get in Europe. So good.
We made it to our Airbnb. We have some lovely people staying in the little unit next to us. It's a little community, I want to say, but there's outside common areas with string lights, and it's really beautiful. But we're just doing a little evening hike before we go back and cook dinner. It's so nice being back in LA.
So lovely.
The city that will chew you up and spit you out alive, but somehow at the same time makes you feel like you
Belong here.
belong here.
So yeah, see you tomorrow.
We have been in LA now for roughly a week.
Oh, it's been so nice.
Haven't turned on the camera one time. We've really kept ourselves busy here and we're thriving. We love it so much. We're just happy to be back in LA. And today we're going to look in an apartment because we think we might land here.
Life is short, life is precious, and you just have to see where you feel the healthiest and where you just feel the best. And in some weird way, LA feels the best for us right now. I mean, we came back in 2021 and we kind of came back and we were like, oh, I'm so tired of LA, I never want to come back. But the feelings were so different this time around. I think this is it.
Distance really makes the heart grow fonder, I guess.
Tag along as we do this journey of trying to find a reasonable, affordable, and safe space in LA to call our home.
We're looking at a couple places that we'd have to, you know, furnish and do a whole lease situation, but we're also considering just doing Airbnbs because everything's furnished already and it's kind of like all included rather than having to set up Wi-Fi and
utilities
water
and
all
yeah.
that.
But we'll see. Maybe we'll start with an Airbnb or like a short-term lease first, or a sublet or something. Just get us going.
Unless we fall in love with this place today, and then plans might change, but we'll keep posted. We're reviewing another apartment. I don't know why I get so nervous.
It's fun. It's nerve-wracking trying to find your new home at the same time as other people are trying to find their homes in an economy where no one wants to buy, everyone wants to rent, so
it's such a big commitment too. You have to be like on it, and because it's so competitive, you really have to be quick and make a decision so quickly, but it's such a big decision to figure out where you're gonna live, where you're gonna spend most of your time for the next coming years or whatever.
So it's now just a little bit before 2 and we're just about to head in and view the place.
It's a guest house kind of situation, which I think is good for us. It's more of like a residential street. They're all houses here. It's not like apartments or anything, which I do love that. We're leaning between either doing something like that or doing the big complex thing, which I really don't necessarily want to do the whole like live in a complex thing. I do like the idea of having a nice gym and a nice pool. I don't like the idea of living in a place that looks exactly like all the rest and they feel like they're a little bit overpriced. And
I also feel like it's nice being on ground level, being able to open the door and go straight out for Matcha's sake as well. No stairs, no hills, no mountains, no freaking escalators.
Before we talk any more about it, let's go see it and then we'll talk to you after. It's not the vibe to film because they have a tenant in there right now and I didn't want to like be filming their stuff and they were also in there with us, and so it was just not the vibe. But
what a dream.
A little 1-bedroom house, just this perfect little house tucked away in the back of their house, but very private, way like tucked back. It's street parking, but there's like no cars on the street. Such a big decision, you know? You apply and then you get it and then say, okay, well, that's where we're moving, I guess. Well, I guess we gotta go home and apply. I don't know. Good morning from our car. It is another day and that means another apartment viewing.
The last one we saw, we didn't get. But that's all good, you know? It wasn't meant to be.
We applied and they didn't choose us.
Yeah, which is fine. That's gonna happen and that's okay. It's all for the best. You always try to find the bad parts about a place that you didn't get. It was a bit too far out of the way and yeah.
There were some cons.
There were a
lot of pros, but there were also some cons.
But it's good.
Okay.
It's good. Gaining more experiences. We're now checking out a complex, an apartment complex. And yeah, we'll see.
In Hollywood, which Hollywood's not really necessarily on our list. But we just want to see all the options that we have, so it's probably best that we didn't get the second apartment that we saw, and we'll see what this one has to offer. Hopefully we can film, because the last one we didn't get to film very much at all. Actually, I didn't film at all.
That was such a nice place. The amenities, the gym, the pool area. It really was like a resort.
We're stopped in the middle of the street. I feel like I can't stop here.
Okay.
We liked it a lot. We're gonna have to talk and drive. I don't know what to say. I mean, yeah, it was definitely different than the other places we've been looking at. It was like the whole complex thing. It was the gym. It was the working areas, the coffee bar. Like, they had a lot of really beautiful common spaces.
You get a lot of things for your money at this place. They had a 24-hour visitors parking. They had good, like, there was a lot of plus sides. The apartments were really nice. Big, high ceilings, beautiful open space. Kitchens and bathrooms look nice, I would say.
Yeah, they were nice. The second we sat down, the like lowest price of an apartment she had was like a couple $100 over what it said online, which we always love. It's a little bit higher than we would like to go.
We'll have to think about it.
It wasn't our all-time favorite place so far. We have a couple more viewings this week, so we'll just have to see. It's been a wonderful month in LA. We are very sad that it's coming to an end in 2 days. It's Wednesday, we leave on Friday, and we have figured out our living situation. After touring multiple apartments, reaching out to random guest houses in the back of people's homes, and looking for days on Airbnb, apartments.com, Westside Rentals, you name it, we've come to a conclusion.
We basically figured out that right now we're not in a position where we could sign a 1-year lease or a longer commitment, and we just needed something shorter, more flexible. Yeah. These things don't really exist generally unless you pay a pretty penny. However, we've struck gold.
Yeah, we got lucky when we came to LA because our Airbnb host happens to own the whole block and she attracts nothing but lovely people. And after I spent countless hours on the web,
Morning, night, breaks in the car, all the time. You've been such a hero.
we don't want to furnish a place, you know, it's a whole thing to get an apartment, sign a lease, have to pay utilities, Wi-Fi, renter's insurance, the list never ends. So I decided to reach out to our Airbnb host and see if she has anything that we can rent month to month. She has 1 unit left that's actually opening up on like the day that we're planning to come back here anyway.
Perfect.
So we're taking that as a sign. We're moving back here where we're staying right now, except a different unit. It'll have a little bit more space, a little more kitchen space. We're excited.
Yes, except for when she says we, she means her and Matcha. I am going back to Sweden because my green card is still being processed, hence the 90-day rule still exists, and I have to say bye-bye to my family for a 3-month break.
Once again.
Am I excited? No.
It is what it is. This is our life right now. We have to just accept it for the situation at hand. It's only temporary.
And I'm really happy actually that Morgan gets to stay here and kind of like start setting up some things. Being able to look more thoroughly for things is gonna be really good.
So I'll just be here apartment hunting on my own, trying to find us a home in America.
Oh, your own? You'll have this little thing who's in a rascal mode.
But it's been quite the journey from thinking we're gonna move to Orlando to considering places on the East Coast to coming back to LA and really just feeling like it's home here for now.
From a small village in Sweden to Los Angeles, California, Matcha. How do you feel about that?
However, we have to get going. We're meeting a friend for lunch. So thank you guys for watching and we'll see you next week.
Hey, no.
Bye. Wow, the bottom of my shoes are actually filthy. What is happening? I love this part of it.
From Austin, Texas. No, I'm joking.
From some city near you. Seatbelts first!
You took the first bite and I haven't even figured out the lighting situation here.
We don't need to eat the rest of these right now.
Can I have one more bite?
My... Okay. My angel. Angel, baby. I hate no nails. Ow! Ow! Why do I even do my